What's going on, guys? Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a clue on what to look out for if you're sampling or working high bench deposits or areas far away from the creek bottom currently. Often it's really difficult to decide where to take your samples from, especially if you've got to walk a big heavy bucket several hundred meters to the nearest water source to wash off to see if there's even any gold there. Now these sort of mounds were usually left because when they water cannoned it, they would have hit bedrock and they would have stopped. And you can normally see either completely clean bedrock, or in this case, there wouldn't have been too much gold, or not enough for them to worry about, because we've got some river gravels and quartz and stones left from that hydro sluicing. But what they gave up on back in the 1800s doesn't mean that there isn't decent gold here for us today. So if I was going to sample around here, would I take some of this dirt? And this is the trick you use. First things first, we've got to look at the gravel and see what it's telling us. Is this just fractured bedrock that's been washed and there's no river gravel left on it, or does it have river gravel on it? I'm looking around and I can see some rocks like this. This is river-worn quartz here. We've got another piece of river-worn quartz here. There's a few small pieces of rock that are water-worn. Most of it looks like fractured bedrock though. So they got pretty close to getting rid of all the dirt here, but not quite all of it. So now we know that the river was running over this section at one point. We're going to look for the indicator. And the indicators are heavy things. Maybe that's tin oxide, maybe that's magnetite, maybe that's ironstone. Whatever it is in your area, that's what you're searching for on these sections of dry, far away from the creek ground. In my case, it's ironstone, this rock right here. This rock settles where the gold settles, so if I find a lot of this in a small area, then the chances are that when the river was running over this area, there was a fair amount of gold trapped along with it. Let's see if we can't find some specks in this gravel. I just spied my first piece of ironstone for the camera. So this is one just here, a little bit deeper. Whoa. Including the ironstone I've already collected, that's 5 bits. I've got another bit just here, that's 6 bits. Another bit just there, 7 bits, if I can get it out of the ground. That's a big bit, 8 bits. Looking, 9 bits just here. Some of them are very, very, very stuck in. Well, 9 bits in about a 1 square foot patch is not too shabby. 9 bits of heavy indicator mineral within about 1 square foot of this ground. Now I don't have my bucket here with me today, but what I am going to do is grab my potato pan, fill that up with the dirt from around this rock, and then we're going to pan it off and just see if we get any specks. One of these large potato pans can run about 3/4 of a 10-litre bucket. So we're going to call this 7 litres worth of dirt. It is dry, therefore it'll be a bit fluffier and fill up more volume. And I only took the top inch because this was old fractured bedrock and it has degraded into a thick sticky clay. The chances are that if I dig down into it, the gold won't be there. It'll be stuck on top of that clay. So I just took the top inch. Now, because it's dry, it's going to be hydrophobic. We've really got to wet this down. We've just got heaps and heaps of clay balls left, so we still have to keep going. That's number one. If you're working dry dirt, really spend the time wetting it. That's about as far as I want to take it down. Alright, now let's find out if there was any gold hiding in that high bench near that ironstone. And a little bit of black sand. I don't know what that is. That is a big, big chunk of something heavy. Well, we've got, oh my god, look at that. Oh, I did not expect to find a chunk. I thought a few nano dots, but damn. Alright. Get rid of the rest of that. Check this out. Remembering that one of these pans is about 3/4 of a 10 litre bucket, we got one nice speck, and then we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 5 little nano dots. Some of them are just up the back here. There we go. That is a pretty good result for taking the top inch of soil about 200 metres from the creek. So that's the trick I use to help narrow down and identify areas that I want to take samples from that are far away from water. It usually doesn't end up quite that good first go. That was surprising, but it will save you walking a lot of buckets back and forth to the creek and missing most of the time. Look for the heavies, find the indicator, and you'll probably find gold nearby. Please make sure you hit the subscribe or follow button both on YouTube and Facebook. I put up heaps of videos all the time, and I hope you don't want to miss out on any more future tricks like that, so you can find more specks of gold out in the wild. Until next time, guys, from me and my Grizzly t-shirt, peace, and I am out.